Imagine buying your next iPhone in New York. But that phone was not made in China, it was made in India. That shift sounds small, but behind it is a global power move worth billions of dollars. For nearly 2 decades, China was Apple's factory kingdom. Entire cities were built around iPhone production. Factories worked day and night like giant electronic ecosystems. China gave Apple something no other country could match: speed, scale, and precision. But now, the equation is changing. Apple is aggressively moving a major part of its supply chain to India. And this is not just about cheaper labor anymore. This is about geopolitics, tariffs, trade wars, and survival. Reports suggest Apple assembled nearly 55 million iPhones in India in 2025 alone. That is almost 25% of global iPhone production. Just a few years ago, India's role was tiny. Today, India is assembling even premium iPhone Pro models, and Apple reportedly wants most US-bound iPhones to come from India by 2026. So the big question is, why is Apple slowly leaving China? The answer begins with risk. The US-China trade war changed everything. Tariffs on Chinese goods created uncertainty for companies depending too heavily on China. Then came COVID lockdowns. Factories shut down, shipments got delayed. Apple realized something dangerous. If one country controls most of your production, your entire business becomes vulnerable. That is when the China Plus One strategy became serious. Apple did not suddenly abandon China. That would be almost impossible. China still has the world's most advanced electronic supply chain. Thousands of suppliers operate almost like one connected machine. But Apple started building a second manufacturing engine, and India became the strongest candidate. The Indian government pushed hard with its Make in India initiative and production-linked incentive schemes. These policies offered financial support to companies manufacturing locally. Then the big players arrived. Foxconn expanded aggressively in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Tata Electronics entered the Apple ecosystem and rapidly scaled operations. Pegatron also increased production in India. Foxconn alone invested billions into Indian facilities. The company is even building massive worker housing complexes to support expansion. And Tata Electronics is becoming a serious force. The company has rapidly expanded its workforce and now plays a major role in assembling iPhones in India. But this shift is not smooth. India still faces major challenges. China's supply chain is incredibly deep and efficient. In China, suppliers, component makers, logistics hubs, and assembly plants work together almost seamlessly. India is still building that ecosystem. There have also been quality control concerns and infrastructure limitations. Manufacturing high-end electronics at Apple's standards is extremely difficult. Even small production delays can affect global launches. And despite India's rapid rise, China still produces the majority of iPhones today. So this is not a complete replacement, at least not yet. This is more like Apple building an insurance policy against geopolitical shocks. And there is another reason why this matters. This is not only about Apple. If India successfully becomes a global electronics manufacturing hub, it could transform the country's economy for decades. More factories mean more jobs, more exports, more technology transfer, and potentially a stronger position in global supply chains. India already manufactures billions of dollars worth of smartphones every year. Apple's expansion could encourage even more global tech companies to shift operations here. But the real battle is bigger than smartphones. This is about who controls the factories of the future. China built the manufacturing empire of the last 30 years. Now India is trying to become the next global production powerhouse. And Apple may become the company that accelerates that transition. So the next time you hold an iPhone, you may not just be holding a phone. You may be holding evidence of a massive global economic shift already in motion.